can help the musicians that really need to be helped. Talk a bit about what Sweet Relief is about,
Sure.
how it came about, and what you're doing tonight.
Well, Sweet Relief came about, actually the birth of it was Victoria Williams is our founder. And it came about because Victoria had actually, while touring with Neil Young, had became ill. And so she had, the resources and, in her friendship and her network of friends, and they basically stepped forward and kind of put together what was ultimately the first benefit album to help Victoria. And Victoria, being the person that she is, kind of looked around and said, well, this is great, I've got all these friends that can help me by pulling this album together, but I know hundreds and thousands of musicians are out there that don't have the resources that I have. And so she took about half of the money that she was raised, paid her bills, and then started Sweet Relief with the rest of it. So since its conception, we work with thousands of musicians really around the country. And basically what we do is we step in and help professional musicians who are struggling to make ends meet due to illness, disability, old age, and really work one-on-one with them and figure out the best way to, what their basic needs are and how we can kind of step in and support them.
Talk about tonight.
Okay.
Talk about tonight with Lester Chambers and the great Steve Cropper coming to his aid.
Well, what can you say? Tonight's awesome. Tonight's really great. And it's kind of our inaugural event. We're starting a Bay Area fund. So money raised tonight will go specifically and only to Bay Area musicians. And this is again our kickoff event that will sort of plant the seeds for it. But this is wonderful. I mean, can't think of a better city to have a musicians fund in other than San Francisco. We started working with Lester about 2 years ago, and Steve came on board, and Yoko Ono came on board, and from that we basically got the idea of wanting to start something here in the city. So can't think of a better location than Yoshi's and better people to kick it off with.
Yeah, Yoshi's actually great because part of this is the Jazz Fillmore Cultural Historical Society here that really honors a tradition of musicians, especially black musicians, that had a rich history in San Francisco. So in a way, it's appropriate.
Yeah, no, it's completely appropriate. I mean, and like I said, you can't think of a better area or a better city. I mean, America's got these key places where they're just, you think of music and you think of places like Nashville and stuff, and San Francisco is always, for League at least, and I think for a lot of people, at the top of the list. And so many people that live here that produce such wonderful music. It's just a great opportunity to give back.
I should have done this at the beginning, but just say your name and your position with.
Oh, my name is Mark Hauber, and I'm the Bay Area rep for Sweet Relief Musicians Fund.
And you spell your last name?
Hauber.
And Mark with a C or K?
With a K.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.